I want to bring this up because everything you're saying kind of falls in line with a lot of what we preach at Innovative Medicine, which is like, health first. It starts simple, really put that first. And we are living in a day and age in a pandemic where it seems like everyone's just hyper focused on a virus instead of taking a macrocosmic view and saying, well, maybe it's our health. Maybe this has nothing to do with a virus per se. Maybe this is that 60, 70, 80% of us are overweight and obese. Maybe it is because so many people that are impacted have comorbidities and are on multiple pills that are keeping us toxic. What are your thoughts on that? And you don't have to go too deep into it, not too controversial. I just love picking brains a little bit on just maybe talking about something else than what everyone's hyper focused on right now. And like, seriously, like mass this, that. It's like, I don't even want to bring that up.
Yeah.
Should we be focusing elsewhere?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of look at it as like, there's, the germ theory, which, to some degree is valid and to some degree is a little misleading. Then terrain theory, and it's not a versus. It's not terrain theory versus. It's both. Like you can optimize the terrain. I was having a really good conversation with my friend Karan, who's a genius microbiologist on all of this. And that was something, we were talking about is like, yeah, you can optimize the terrain. There are some germs that they don't care how robust your terrain is. They will wipe you out. Like, do you think Ebola cares about like how diverse your microbiome is? It'll take your life no matter what. So there's kind of like the terrain theory, the germ theory, but also like, let's go ahead and throw a third, a metabolic theory, right? And I don't get it. Like with the life that I've lived and the background I have and the journey I've had, I don't have the same perspective that the collective American population does, apparently. And I don't get it. I've been an athlete my whole life. I've been obsessed with nutrition my whole life, building natural vitality, resilience, metabolic resilience, immune resilience, it all goes hand in hand. And that was kind of my big thing. Like when this whole pandemic thing started, I was like, I know that people can be a little goofy sometimes, but I don't think they're going to dupe us with this. Like, I think the American people are smart enough to realize maybe because we're really obese and really comorbid and all these metabolic illnesses. And it's like, it's proven, right? This isn't a debate. It is proven that metabolic illness increases the risk of infectious disease and lowers immunity. Like it's proven that fatty liver, obesity, insulin resistance, like this is proven stuff. It's not up for debate.
Right.
But why our government and just kind of the collective is like bypassing that? I don't get it. I really don't. That was actually the email I'd send my dad because he's very much, drinking. And it's like, hey, Dad, I'm not telling you guys that you should live a healthier life to improve your immunity. So don't come at me. And I have positive antibodies. I just got my test result yesterday. I'm like, I'm good. The adaptive immune system actually works. And I'm not against, the therapeutic, but I am against the propaganda. I am against the censorship. I am against the technocratic warfare against science.
Right.
We should, if this situation is as bad as they want to make it out to be, we should be using everything we have. We should be encouraging the entire nation to get active, get fit. We've had 2 years.
2 years.
I've had clients lose over 100 pounds in 6 months.
Yep.
You've had 2 years. What have you done in that 2 years? Hide in your closet, breathing through 5 masks and getting every shot they tell you to? I mean, if that's it, I don't think you're doing yourself any favors, So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy what's going on.
It's a wild one, especially because I know so many people that have been ill and are probably at the highest level, right? They're at risk, let's say, because they have an illness and they've gone through it. But of course, they remember that. Maybe they're not at 100% yet. But those are the people, and especially if they went through the integrative model of healing and truly healing, not just, suppressing symptoms. Those are the people that are speaking the most, I would say, just common sense through this. Yeah. Like, hey, I got over it. I'm not worried about this. I'm worried about my health overall. It's not just this. I had to worry about lots of other things along the way. And when I really broke it down, it's, well, what can I do right now? I'm not going to hide. I want to live my life. I knew what it was like to be bedridden. I want to go out there and live my life passionately and with purpose. And I want to do it in the most healthy manner possible. So it's kind of funny that these are, when I speak to these people, that are probably the ones that every expert would be like, you need the mask 10 times. You need every booster shot there is. And they're basically saying, no, I really do trust my body so much more and understand it that much more. And the risk is my own now. I took risks doing treatments and everything else. Going the conventional route, I took risks and got much worse to where I thought I may die. But that was my choice in it all. And so it is kind of like hypocritical that you're telling people who got better, you're telling people who are healthy what they should be doing to stay healthy during this time, right? And it's like, this pandemic will be over. And guess what? We'll still be an incredibly sick nation where so many people are dying of things that absolutely are lifestyle and completely reversible. And so, why aren't we speaking about that more so? And so, yeah, it's a tough time. But, what I always tell people is like, turn off the news, turn off all like the naysay, everything. Focus on you, focus on your health. Take this time to lose weight. Take this time to really appreciate health is the greatest wealth. And yes, whenever you're unhealthy, it doesn't matter if it's coronavirus or something else. You're susceptible. You're susceptible to everything. So it is crazy. And I do like commend, your work to analyze that, to research that, to look into how can we be our healthiest selves? And I think that's what it's really all about.